this is where Psalm 23 becomes very surprising, and I'm going to read it. Now, this is out of the ESV version, my new favorite. You know, this girl has always been a New King James Version, but now I'm really liking this ESV. And supposedly it's very close in translation to the original. Starting at verse 1. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters, and he restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, your rod and your staff. They comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. And I find these things interesting because it doesn't say, if I avoid the valley. It says, even though I walk through the valley. That word, it says, even though I walk through the valley. And that word through changes everything, because the valley is not a destination. It's a passageway. And according to David, 3 things happen there. First, God's presence becomes personal in our fear. Not distant, not theoretical, but right there. And second, there's movement. Even when it feels slow or unclear, you're being led through the valley. And third, peace shows up in places that it doesn't logically belong. There's even this strange image of a table that's prepared in the presence of our enemies. And that's not the removal of pressure, that's presence inside it. And then David adds something very human. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. So the rod represents protection. And the shepherds would carry this rod, and it was, I don't know, about yay big. If you're listening on Apple, it's probably about a foot, maybe 2 feet, maybe 2 feet long, 18 inches. And this was so that they could, like, beat away wolves or bears, and they could use it to protect the sheep. And the other one is the staff, and this represents guidance. So one defends and one directs. And I love this image of the rod and the staff because you can see where there's a shepherd's hook. That is not for the shepherd to hang on to. It is so that if the sheep wanders too far down the path without the shepherd, they grab the hook and they pull him back to safety. I just love that image. I love that image. So these 2 images, strength and care, they work together. And somehow, I don't know about you, but that brings me so much comfort, because the valley, and it's not because the valley is easy, because it's not, but the Lord provides protection and direction through the valley to the other side.